Hey folks, it's Lucid and welcome back. We have a new turn. And the war is heating up. You can see we've got Calum attacking us now too. So we have some of the harder counters for Lemuria that we're now fighting. Calum, though, we'll see. But Calum's more of a threat before I get mass protection, to be honest. So here we have Atlantis. Cloud Trapeze, his thug, he's so proud of, on top of me again. He's got enormous strength, +2 strength, okay. Pretty expensive thug kit when you look at it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 gems worth of gear. Plus, you know, the white form and then the mage. Also, what's odd, this is air empowered, so that's another like 35, 40 gems. And either it got a random or it was earth empowered. There's like a 10% chance it gets a random. I think it was an air earth random with like a 10% chance. So anyway, this guy's super unique. He's very good and hard to replace. And very expensive. So we'll look at him again when he gets fully buffed up here. Air shield, temper flesh, iron skin, flying shield. Flying shield, a bit annoying. Should not matter, because we're going to kill him, I think, this coming turn. Here you can see the elemental coming in, and it gets... That's one of the really nice things about Scutato Volturnus, is it's going to hit him again. Oh, it should. Okay, it's too small now. But it prioritizes based on HP what it hits, so it's going to kill, like, fire elementals and stuff like that. And now we've got a bunch of people spamming Unholy Command, and it's a pretty low percent chance hit. Let me do the actual math, because it's going to be basically MR versus 8. Let me actually see. What's his MR again? 23? Okay, I've got it pulled up here. It's running in the background, so... but anyway, basically, target MR is 23, and then for our penetration, we are at -4 instead of 4. So it's only a 1% chance. Probably more like a... It's probably more like a 1 in 200 chance. But we're casting it, yeah, about 200 times. So eventually this is going to work, is one thing. But we're not going to rely on that. I would love to steal him. He would be super nice to have. And honestly, okay, he's going to kill a lot of stuff, and he got lucky last time. Last time we probably should have got him because I think I had a way more. But anyway, he kills a bunch of stuff. But he's playing with dice. He's playing with really crazy dice. His dice are, you know, like 1 in 200 or 1 in 300 times I do Unholy Command, it's going to work. And, you know, there's a chance because he has additional death paths, it's going to be a little harder. So it might be closer to like 1 in 300. But still, when you look how long the battle is, it timed out. Or no, it didn't. We actually lost this one. It didn't time out. When you look at how long the battle went, it went probably like 70 turns. And we had 4 guys casting it, probably at least for 60 of those. So that was probably like 100 and... I mean, like... Yeah. 60 times 4. So... like 280 or something casts of it. I mean, we are right there with... It's like almost 50-50 when you add up this many times whether I get him. So I didn't get him this time. We got the Forgiving Father. It's like, okay... he spent the gems to teleport. He lost this guy. This guy had some gear on him. Like, if we look at... Is this good for Atlantis? Atlantis is probably like, ho, 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 this is good. You know, I did such a good job. Well, this is 20 gems. So he lost this guy, who has gold value. 20 gems worth of stuff. Plus, he had to spend, what, 3 gems for teleport, 2 for Cloud Trapeze? I forget exactly what the cost is. What is the cost? Cloud Trapeze is 3. Teleport is 2. Yeah, so 5, another 5 gems for that. And now what did he kill? 200 guys, and I think I had to move people here too, so... required him to roll a few more die, but yeah, okay. I mean, was this worth it for him? He's probably thinking, oh man, this is fucking awesome. I did it. I'm the man. I'm the man with the plan. Lemuria does not have a counter. He's gonna suck it. Thing is, he's paying for this. He's just paying for it, and you're not seeing him paying for it because it's all hidden, because he's been rolling successfully. But at some point, it's going to be clear that he was paying for it when he's like, oh no, I had like a 1 in 400 chance and I failed a roll. It's like, yeah, it's because you took like 800 rolls. Anyway. We'll watch the rest of it. We're going to kill him this turn, though. We're not going to wait for him to do another roll. We received a black heart. I think I paid him in earth gems for this, like 12 earth gems. Dire Portent coming in. Well of Misery got put up. And I was thinking it was going to get put up by our friends Pythium, but it appears it has been put up by Satis. Which sucks. We are saving now for Well of Misery, and we are going to drop it in approximately T-minus 2 turns. So in T-minus 2 turns, how much will we have? We will basically have not a ton. Shit. I might have to wait a little bit. I think I put it. They're probably going to dispel it anyway. And they won't know how much I put. Very likely it went up with just 80. We'll see. Going to be a bit of a drama. Anyway. So that happened. Magic sites. We found a fair number of magic sites here. So we found an enchanted field. I think this is Nature 1. Is that right? Yeah. Nature 1, and then Murdering Mire. This is Death and Water, if I can recall. Oh no, just Death. And we found a site here. 10,000 things. This is a really good site. 5 gem site. We get 1 earth, 1 fire, 1 air, 1 water, and 1 nature. And that is right here. So this is well buried inside my territory, so I don't really have to worry about losing. So that's really nice. That's like half of Mother Oak. You know, like it's a big deal. And then coming down here, we found 2 more magic sites. We're doing a fair amount of site searching. We haven't been terribly lucky, but this was just a phenomenal turn for site searching. We found a Shimmering Conch and an Ancient Temple. Now, Ancient Temples, you find these by site searching wholly. And on land, they give you just 1 pearl, but underwater, they give you a pearl and a water gem. So there's 3 more gems. So if we look at our gem income, we lost some territory, but you can see it, even after losing some territory, it still went up like crazy. And speaking of losing territory, let's go check out some of these battles. Atlantis went to attack me here with a bunch of little virgin seal hunters. But on this side, guess who we have? Quick hint, not a virgin. It is a Timu. Soul Vortex. A very nice Atimu. $92 fatigue. Atimu likes it rough. Okay. 97 fatigue. 83 fatigue. 56 fatigue. 12 fatigue. Perfect. You thought you could just roll these idiots up on top of my fort. We'll get wrecked. And he's got these guys at the back, not on advancing cast spells. Advancing cast spells, man, it's so good. I can't even believe Dominions existed before that. You used to have to do all this crazy shit like attack, attack, attack for like 3 commands and then cast spells. Anyway, he's going to just proceed to wreck everybody here. Get the fuck out of my province. Okay, we just got hit. I think that was a... What was this where we got hit for that much? We got a wound off that. I don't know if we can find it. Let's see. Probably faster to watch it again than to try to scan through here. Oh, here it was. Lemur Acolyte hit Wraithlord with Dust to Dust. Oh, we got friendly fired. That's how I was like, how did that happen? Because these guys aren't in range. But you can see with Soul Vortex, I think he was above max HP, so he's kind of okay. He just regens right back up. And Atimu's got a shit ton of protection, thanks to his heroic trait. The other nice thing is this is going to, you know, just secure Atimu a place in the Hall of Fame. Because he just got a shit ton of kills. He was kind of low. We were kind of having to exert some effort to keep him in there. But no more. Valik, too, we kind of, I think, need to look out for. Here, Calum attacks me. Oh, hey, I'm going to drop these guys on top of your forts. Okay. You're welcome to come camp out. I mean, these guys aren't cheap. 15 gold times this many, so that's, I don't know. And then this guy's what? 125? So, like, 450, and then, I don't know. Almost 600 gold, like 550 gold probably for all this. It's not super cheap. He's not getting anything from it. I mean, it's like, the province literally gives 0 income, and it doesn't, I mean, if it had gems, they'd go to me. He's going to deny me a little undead generation, but, like, I fucking care. Welcome to the Lemuria Motel. Atlantis breaks out. There's a lumber construct that was on top of that fort. We take this place, which, when we raid him, when we raid Calum, we get gold, 64, and gems. When he raids me, like this is a place he raided this turn, he gets basically no gold, and in this case, basically no gems. But Calum has greater designs. So here he has moved this army on top of this fort, and this is a real army. He's got mage support, he's got some troops, and he's got this idiot, like cauldron of broth so they don't starve, a responsible leader. I don't think he knows how badly he's about to get fucked. I'm gonna fuck these guys too. Anyway, they're gonna come. Well, let's look at it real quick. What are they doing? Well, so first of all, it's a cave, so they don't have great stats in here, so it's an interesting kind of choice. But their stats aren't completely garbage, because it's only the light darkness from a cave. So when we roll up and we make it really dark, these are going to be shitty, shitty stats. So they have some experience stars, which is good, because that means we'll kill them, and then the troops he gets next time won't have any. But yeah, these are going to drop down to like 8 attack. Yeah. 8 attack. And then anybody here who doesn't have a lot of stars, so like this guy's going to drop down to 7 attack. And you might be like, so what else is he doing? He's doing Horde of Skeletons, Summon Earth Power, Shrink the Giants. I checked, I don't see any gems. It's possible he's didn't want to reveal his plans. And he's sneaking some stuff in. You know, what would I oh. Wind of Wailing Winds coming out on that guy. I didn't see that shit. So it looks like we just have to contend with Wailing Winds. Okay, so anyway. Wailing Winds. Going to be annoying. What was that? That was here. Atlantis is attacking me here. But we're bumping into that stupid Wightmage again. And they kill some stuff. Okay, we found a magic site too. This is actually up near Bogaroos, and we got another Withered Lands, which is the shit, because it's +1 death gem. And then here we got a gold event, some fire gems. We found some heretics. We got one of them in our army, which actually is annoying. We wouldn't mind the false prophet, but the heretics are a bit annoying, so. And things like this we don't even care about, like the minus province income. Oh no. We're already 0. Okay. The more I think about it, too, the more I think whoever eats Bogarus is going to be in a really good shape, and I'm pretty sure that person wants to be Gath. Fortunately, Satis has started in this direction, and I'm much less worried about Satis than I'm worried about Gath, because Gath is a blood power, and then he's got a Bless, which is going to be harder for me to deal with, and he has a bunch of other plays that are going to be hard for me to deal with. Meanwhile, Satis, I feel like I can deal with better, even though he now has Well of Misery. Anyway, this is basically the happenings. Now, it doesn't seem like that much, but, you know, he's raided us here. He put people because he thought I was going to raid him here. We actually ended up raiding him here. And I've got people I snuck here, which he's not going to expect that I go and raid over here. So we're going to go raid these idiots. So yeah, we're going to sneak our asses over this way. And then we'll kind of just run around back here and generally fuck with him. We actually can't spend all our money this turn, because I don't really want to put up new forts. We're upgrading all the forts I have. I potentially, and maybe I look to do it, maybe we build another lab. I think the lab period is a little past us. Because basically, you know, it's going to take a long time for the labs to generate return on value. And we're pretty far in the game where I'm not really going to get that return, I don't think. Whereas ghosts, I kind of get them right away. But for the labs, I have to wait until I get a mage, and then that mage may or may not research. So anyway, I think we're done with that. And we also did get our living castle here too, which is excellent. 400 for our wall strength is very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, Bobo, what are you? Lightning reflexes? I guess we do move Bobo over here. Yeah. Gath, you can see, is very busy blood hunting. I really want to fuck up his blood hunting operations. But yeah, off my porch, he's going to site search. And once done site searching, I could give him another nature gem in case he gets assassinated. Once done site searching, not sure where he's going to go. I might cloud trap. Oh, he can't cloud trap. He's out from underwater. So I'll probably move him out and then go over this way. But anyway, let's talk about the interesting things this turn. The first is, how do we kill... Think about this. If you were playing Lemuria, how would you kill this idiot? You can't use ghosts. MR is really high, so apostasy, while it's going to be the... If you can actually hit him with apostasy, it's going to be the shit. But you're not going to get enough people, most likely, to hit him with apostasy. Now, potentially, if I had enough astral... Well, you know, if I had enough of my Grand Lemurs who could teleport, either because I have Starshine Skullcaps or what have you, I could potentially, and I could give them potentially some MR gear. Or like magic penetration gear. You know, I could potentially snipe him. Seems pretty risky. With quickness and Firebrand and Scutata Volturnus, he's gonna kill a lot of stuff a turn. So... You know, that's a little annoying. Well, you know, trying to catch him with a console is going to be hard. And this guy will kind of fuck up a lot of consoles. And I don't want to risk the gear. I want to, like, have a very clean chance of killing him. So anyway, think of how you would do it. What I have decided is we are going to send... Vince Song after him. Now, Vince Song has a Burning Pearl, which is going to give some fire resistance to help with that Firebrand. The Copper Plate, which is just phenomenal. And it's going to deal with the Skultata Volturnus. An Enchanted Hat, a Dusk Dagger, and then Faithful. And that's basically it. Now, what... Vince Song is going to do is teleport in and attack this guy. And the script we have around is Unholy Blessing, Unholy Power, Twist Fate, and Attack Rear. And the Attack Rear is because I'm going to have somebody else. If I remember where I put you, I think you're over here or something. Where the hell did I put you? You serious? Well, okay. It's not Waywinkle. One second, let me find it. Okay, it was in my underwater fort. So we have Daikonkon. In Daikonkon, we're going to give a Skull Staff. We're going to give him an Astral Pearl and Spell Focus. And then we're going to have him do Power of Spheres, Horde of Skeleton spells. I don't want him to Apostasy. We're not going to fuck around with that. I just want him to make Skeleton Chaff. And that is going to make it so it's very unlikely that our buddy over here actually gets a chance to hit our reasonably high defense, okay protection. You know, he's got the dancing shield and stuff. Grand Lemur, we don't want him hitting us. So, anyway, that is basically it. He's got, what, Faithful 2? So, yeah. Faithful's not going to do much, to be honest. It's really giving me defense. It's 4 defense. And I've tested this. We probably will kill him. You know, there's a chance it doesn't work. There's always a chance it doesn't work. What are you going to do? But if we kill him, it's going to be one less thing to worry about. Unfortunately, because he is in the Hall of Fame here, all the way up here at the tippy top, he will be able to come back. This guy's died a few times. I wonder if he has Phoenix Pyre. That's what it looks like. Which would be annoying. Yeah. I don't think Caleb... Does Caleb get fire? I guess I do. Let's take a look. Zerakai? Oh, yeah. So it must be a fire random. Anyway. But yeah, unfortunately, because he's in the Hall of Fame, they can do... Ritual of Returning, or no, not Ritual, Ritual of Rebirth, and get him back as a mummy. And there's no way to stop that. You can do that indefinitely on Hall of Fame people. So, you know, it's significant. You know, potentially if I wanted to waste death gems, I could do it on one of these idiots who's died. If they had a really good heroic trait, I would consider it. Do I have any with particularly good heroic traits? Valor, definitely not. Unequal to obesity. This guy might be worth it. Max HP 59. Did he get Soul Slayed? How do you get that much minus? I don't even know. Anyway, but that's unfortunate, because potentially he can come back. Now, because he's done all this empowerment and stuff on this chassis, well, that's fine. So when we kill him, we're really just killing the gear. And we're going to make him spend gems on Ritual of Ritual of Rebirth, and he may not do it. You know, sometimes people forget or they wouldn't think about it. And then when he uses them again, there's a chance we'll apostasy him. So. Down here, one of the things I glossed over, I guess, is we got attacked by one of Caleb's super combatants. We got attacked by this guy. And he's got a Ring of Regen, Elemental Armor, a hat, a Firebrand, and a Vine Shield. Now, this guy is completely immune to ghosts. He's going to be immune to most other things, too. Yeah. It's kind of a problem. Now, the question is, how do we kill this guy? And I'm very, you know, there's a few things that will work. One is if I have some fire resistance, so like the fire armor, I can put moon swords on Moonblades on consoles and kill them, but I need 3. But if I have 3 consoles with that specific kit, it's only 30 gems worth of kit. 5 gems per console. We can kill this guy. But, that's like 75 gems worth of consoles. So, not awesome. Anyway, we're making a shit ton of moon brands this turn. What do you call them? Moon blades. The other way, in a way which is much more console economical, and this took a little bit of tinkering with to figure out. We're going to need... Let's take a look at what items we have. The Astral Serpent actually is pretty good, so that potentially can make the club. Then we're going to probably need the Amulet of Anti-Magic, and that is going to reduce the chance that we bump into the Vine Shield. And the reason is that fucking Vine Shield. If we get entangled with it, our defense goes to 0, and then he's going to kill us in 1 or 2 hits. So we really don't want to hit that Vine Shield. The other thing we're going to need is the weapons. The weapons that we have landed on for this assignment is going to be the Star of Heroes, which is going to break armor. It's also going to crush their shield and potentially get rid of their chest armor, I think. And then we're making a Dusk Dagger. So Dusk Dagger, Star of Heroes, and then I'm making a Bracer of Protection. I don't really know if I need that Bracer of Protection. It's going to be good against other stuff. I'm kind of not feeling it right now, actually. Because this Amulet of Anti-Magic is going to help a lot more fighting that guy. But yeah, that's basically the kit. We got Fireplate coming out. I thought about... Because he's probably going to move him off here, and so I'd have to set up a trap for where he's going to go. The problem is, when he's jumping around my forts, I can't really magic phase him. I can mind hunt him, which is actually not very far away. So that would be kind of fun. But anyway, until I get mind hunt, I really just have to guess where he goes. We'll kit a console up with that gear, and then we'll hope we guess right. The good thing is, unless we run into a bunch of his mages, we should be able to kill... Like, that kit should wreck these guys. Unfortunately... like 30 of these dudes. Unfortunately, potentially could die to dust. So we'll see. But it'll be pretty killy. So there's a decent chance it kills all the Storm Guards before dust to dust gets in. And then we have to get lucky and hope we bump into him. But potentially, because I'm making 3 Moonblades too. Or 4 Moonblades. Do I really need this many? Probably not. We'll go ahead. I need another armor. We'll make a Chainmail of Displacement. Potentially, we can have multiple kind of traps set up for him. I had tried using these guys too with Moonblades and some chest armor. Doesn't work, guys. Doesn't work. You need consoles. Where these guys would need more gear. But anyway, doing all this, it's pretty expensive. I don't think it's as many gems as he has on the console I'm going to kit, but it's going to be a lot. We're also making up here a Holy Scourge and a Burning Pearl, just to have that as part of our kit. And then Kalem's army here, which is very annoying, is going to get attacked. He was hoping, because he had some items, he had done the math, he was like, I'm going to 1-turn pop you, motherfucker. Because he went for my lowest defense fort. Because he put this wall shaker on, right, to get the extra siege strength. And he had done the maths, and he's like, I'm going to pop you. Well, no, I moved people in, because I need to do this fucker. Anyway. But it's close. He had done the math pretty close to perfectly, because if I didn't have all this siege defense, like the 82, he probably would have popped it. But there's a good chance he moves off. Who knows what he's going to do? But what I do know is we are going to send in all of these goons. Let's make sure these are... Oh, advance and cast spells on everybody, please. Advance and cast spells. Okay. We've got these goons coming in. We're going to be basically doing mass protection here. We've got some idiots doing swarm and then retreating. This guy's going to do mass protection and then retreat. This guy's going to drop Skeletal Legion, which unfortunately is going to disease probably a lot of these guys. But that's okay. This guy, if he gets disease, we'll probably put a shroud on him to heal him. But the other guys, yeah, it's not a big deal. Then we're dropping Dark. So Skeletal Legion, Darkness. This guy, Power Spheres, Anti-Magic, Rigor Mortis. But just having Mass Protection and Skeletal Legion, it's going to take several hits to kill a ghost. And they're not going to be hitting terribly often because of Darkness. But it could kind of be a bit of a slap fight. The problem with the slap fight is he's going to have Wailing Winds up. But my guys are mostly... Where's iFlight coming from? Can we put more on this guy? Not really. Some of these guys are low morale, so they're probably going to just bail. But a lot of these guys, so yeah, 14 morale is pretty good. 15 morale. 16 morale. 17 morale on some of these. Okay. You know, it's enough we should survive Wailing Winds for a bit of a time. And Wailing Winds, really, if they're doing a lot of damage to me, it's going to be a lot more effective. But what do I expect? He's going to probably bring these 80 dudes over here. Have a big camp out. If he swaps this army out for a thug, I'll be a little annoyed, but I think a lot of his thugs I'll have a pretty good chance to kill. That's always hard to say. He's definitely killed stuff like this before with a thug, so that could be annoying. But whatever, we'll risk it. We're not taking this back. It doesn't have any value. I don't really feel like exposing stuff for no value. Like, this province literally has no worth. We are going to be sending somebody to knock people off of each of these forts in case they just leave, like, one dude behind and are going to move on to another fort, which is what I expect them to do. I'm sending him a message, too. And the message says, you aren't going to get, and especially hold, any infrastructure, and you only stand to lose troops. Of course, it's going to be expensive for me too. Meanwhile, Gath is going to turn into a blood superpower. He's a very good player, and kill everyone. Tell Atlantis to nap me and just protect his throne, and you don't have to worry about me going for thrones. Then you can eat somebody that might benefit you. This is true. I don't think Calum has it in him to take a fort from me. Maybe if he does this dance around business, and maybe for like very low ones like this, but I just don't see it. And like, how much do you really want to have a zero population fort smothered in the midst of Lemuria that you're constantly feeling like you have to, like, if you ever don't defend it, he's going to come take it from you. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, either you have enough to like completely knock me back and take like all my infrastructure, or you don't. But we'll see. He's probably got some tricks. You know, he's got Wrathful Skies and Wailing Winds and all this other stuff he can do. You know, potentially he could even do Firestorm or something. But I've got tricks too. I've got my little Foul Vapors dude coming up over here. And, yeah, we're going to have our own tricks. My god, too. So what does my god need to do? Let's talk about that a little bit before we end the turn. There's a few things I've got my god queued up we need to do. We need to get... I need to get Troll Kings. Which I can afford to get in like one or two. Ideally, well, I get one. I won't be able to get the King of Elemental Earth yet. But yeah, getting some trolls would be nice. And that will... I think I'm just going to buy multiple of these. The main reason being, I'm going to be going after this for alt. And once I get alt 9, I'm going to need a fair amount of trolls. And so being able to site search and forge and stuff with them in the meantime would be good. So that's one of the things I need to do with my god. We also potentially, we have a shit ton of fire. Once I get 8, I could get a King of Elemental Fire. And these guys are kind of super combatant capable. So I think I'm going to try to snipe one of them. I don't really have the tools to get many other dudes. I could get the King of Banefires. But that's going to take death gems. The good thing about that is he could do... you don't have to worry about enslaved mind and stuff, but I can give him a shit ton of MR and other good stuff, and have him just bowl into Calum armies or something with Eternal Pyre. I mean, with Phoenix Pyre on. So this guy will be able to do things that most of my other guys can't. So there's a very good chance we do that, and then of course we have to get Well of Misery. Arrogant of people to try to think they can have it before me. But yeah, that's basically it. I've also asked Pythium to give me fire gems instead of lanterns. I feel like my research is pretty good now. 1400, you know, it's not great. We want more, but I can start making my own hammers and stuff too, especially once I get trolls. And then I'm really paying top dollar for those lanterns at 6 per lantern. So ideally I get 10 fire a turn. But yeah, Pythium also had put up Purgatory too, so clearly he's worried about me. But I don't know. I don't even know what all this shit is. Like, what is he thinking? Just a bunch of Meneids? I don't know. I mean, Meneids, especially this late in the game, they're just going to be a liability against me. Maybe you have really good mage support behind it, but in reality, you know, like either I soul drain if it gets that late, or even just, you know, Wailing Winds will send them away, or Wind of Death will kill huge swaths of them in the mages. I don't know. Seems like a bad idea. I mean, it's good against other people, right? Because you can just hit every single province every turn with the raid. But I think it's kind of trivial for me to repel. So we'll see. I mean, it is siege strength. That's valuable. But we'll see. Satis, they could have attacked me. They had stuff here like they were going to attack. Like they had these two idiots here. Like, you're going to attack. And I'm like, no, not really. I told Satis he can attack first. I'm not particularly interested in picking a fight. So that's it. If I lose this battle, and especially if I lose it badly, we're going to be in trouble. And it's going to be tricky because I'm bringing in total about 90, 100, 200, 300, 400. Count that in the 400. 460. I'm bringing about 460. He's going to have about 200. Because I expect if these guys don't show up, I'll be a little sad for him. He's going to have Wailing Winds, but I'm going to have Anti-Magic, Rigor Mortis, Skeletal Legion, and Darkness. I'm pretty sure with Skeletal Legion and Darkness and Mass Protection will win. And I'm also going to have a shit ton of Swarm. And that, hopefully, will just distract him. I'm a little cautious about the Anti-Magic first before Rigor Mortis. I feel like getting Rigor Mortis up is pretty important. Nice and early. It's probably okay. Anyway, I think that is about it. So, wish me luck. Things are definitely getting tense. And we're a little bit on the back foot. It's just going to be hard to find really efficient trades with these super combatants coming out. I think what I'm going to try to do, just one last thing. I'm going to switch more into fort creep mode rather than like raiding mode. I don't think raiding everywhere is going to be very efficient, especially with like remote assassins and stuff. And taking infrastructure is going to be really hard, I think. So we'll see. I don't know. I feel like I basically have to go into fort creep mode and just hopefully inflict some attrition and get some of this really bad Diplo to pass over. In the meanwhile, I fight to get a global up or get some other kind of durable advantage. Mother Oak, I could probably... the thing is, if I steal it, everybody's going to take it down. Kind of sucks not being able to do globals. Yeah. All right, folks. I think that's it. See you next time.